Hi, my name is Meg, and the name of my soap is Luluti, and that means flower. And I use a lot of flowers in my soaps and herbs as well. And this is a classic soap that I have made in many different versions, my bee soap. Although the last few years I've made it with honey, real local honey here in Wisconsin, which is what you saw me put in, and I'm blending that through the warm oils right now. Next is going in the lye water solution. I don't normally show this process, but I wanted to this time just to show you in real time how long I actually blend, because I didn't edit any of this out. And I will link last year's honeybee video in the description box below, because in that one I show how I made the little bee in bed, and I didn't film that this time. So if you're curious to see how I made the little bee shape, go over to that video and I'll show you right there. So I give it another little stir because it's kind of foamy after the lye water goes in. And next is the essential oil blend, one of my personal favorites. I love this one called Bliss. It is just absolutely amazing, and it does thin out your batter a little bit, which is very helpful for doing a honey soap because they get very hot very fast. You only really put in about a teaspoon to two teaspoons full. Anyway, for the rest of this video, sit back, relax, and I'm going to tell you some interesting bee facts. So, bees have existed for more than 100 million years. Ancient Egyptians believed bees to be the tears of the sun god Ra. The name Melissa is derived from the Greek word for honeybee. The first record of honey harvesting is from a cave painting from 6,000 to 8,000-year-old caves in Spain, although it is known that, of course, beekeeping is much older than that, but that's the first record of it. Fermented honey, known as mead, was first produced in ancient China around 7000 BC, making it the world's oldest alcoholic beverage. The first civilization to practice widespread organized beekeeping was the ancient Egyptians, who began beekeeping around 2500 BC. Still edible, the 3,000-year-old honey that was found in King Tutankhamun's tomb when it was opened in 1922. That's amazing. The Magna Carta legalized the harvesting of wild honey by common folk. So that was pretty cool. This one I loved. In 19th century New England, it was held to be essential to whisper to beehives of a loved one's death. This ritual, known as telling the bees, involved notifying honeybees of major events in the beekeeper's life, such as a death or marriage. Historic figures such as Hippocrates, Pliny the Elder, and Pythagoras documented their beliefs in the healing powers of bee pollen and prescribed it as a remedy for various ailments. Honeybees have 170 odor receptors and have a sense of smell 50 times more powerful than a dog. Bees have two stomachs, one for eating and one for storing nectar and processing it into honey. Honeybees' antennas have more than 300 taste receptors. Bees have 5 eyes. Honeybee brains are about the size of a sesame seed. A pollen basket is the structure on the outer hind leg of a worker honeybee that holds the pollen. Honeybees can't see red light, but they can see ultraviolet light. This enables them to see intricate ultraviolet light patterns on flower petals that humans cannot see. So I hope these were interesting. I have a lot more for maybe next year's honeybee soap. I thank you for watching today. Everything is in my shops because it was already out for my May shop update. So if you're interested in some, I have some left. They did well on my craft show for May, but I still have some. Thank you for watching and take care.